right here who may not know very well about our international guest cosplayers. So definitely, we will go into their introduction. So I'll leave it to Bob to introduce our first cosplayer.
Alright. Started her first cosplay at APA 2016, and it was known as Anime Festival Asia. Her popularity has ever since spiked and have grown to become the supreme leader of this union with 1.4 million fans. Oh, she is now a full-time cosplayer based in Singapore, working with many popular ACG titles, and have been invited to many international events. Let's welcome our first guest cosplayer from Singapore, Xiaoyukiko.
Alright, now let's welcome Xiaoyukiko. Alright, cosplayers, she's got from Licorice Record. Woo! Loud cheer, guys!
Take some picture.
Alright, so yep. And next on, I believe our girls cannot wait anymore. He is a talented cosplayer who has won World Cosplay Summit Thailand with partner Jasper Z and has represented Thailand at WCS 2022 in Nagoya, Japan. And he has won third prize at the Workplace Summit 2022. Other than that, he is also a successful streamer on his Facebook page, and he is also a gifted musician as the bassist of the Melrose Band. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our second guest cosplayer from Thailand, Thames Melrose!
One Piece East.
Yes, appearing as Ace from One Piece. Alright, so Bob, let's introduce the next one.
Alright, the final one. With close to 955,000 followers, she is well known for her sweet smile, yet versatility in her cosplays. Great crafting skills makes her props together with her sister, and is well received for her original characters in her photo book series. Let's welcome our third guest cosplayer, all the way from Taiwan, Ellie! Cosplaying as Yor from Spy X Family.
Alright, so seems like we have all of our international guests on stage. Let's start with a little bit of warm-up. So maybe start with Ellie. Like anything you want to tell your fans right here? 有什么话想对你的粉丝说的吗？
很开心，就是在3年过后可以有机会，因为Nijigen Expo，然后再来马来西亚与大家见面。
Alright, so Ellie is really happy to come back to Malaysia again after 3 years, thanks to Nijigen Expo. Alright, thank you, Ellie. And what about Thames?
Hi, hello, I'm Thames. I miss Malaysia so much, and I've been 3 years already to come to Malaysia. So I miss you guys so much. So hope you enjoy the event today. Thank you.
Well, I think the girls cannot sleep tonight because you said you miss them so much. It's to everyone, by the way. So thank you, Thames. And next, let's hear from Xiaoyu. Anything to tell your fans?
I'm really honored and excited to be here together with two amazing cosplayers. It's been a long time since I come to Malaysia as well, ever since the pandemic. I think this is my first Malaysia convention. Thank you guys for having me. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
Alright, there we go from Xiaoyu. Okay, so I think like a lot of our fans here would probably know about you already, but of course, there are lots of things that are not available in the social media as well. That's why we have this special session where these are some questions where a lot of cosplayers out there would possibly want to know. And of course, I believe that 3 of our guests here are very experienced in cosplay. So we think it's great to have you to share on your journey on how you started your cosplay. So perhaps we can start with how long have you been cosplaying and what was your first character? So maybe let's start from Xiaoyu.
How long have I been cosplaying? I've been cosplaying for 5 years till now. I started in APA 2016, and my first cosplay was Kuriyama Mirai. Yes.
That's very interesting. What about Thames? How did you start?
I've been cosplay for more than 15 years. And my first character was Virtue from the Women Cry 3. I know it's a hard character to cosplay, but my first time is not that good, but I like it. Yeah.
Does that mean you are someone who likes really challenging cosplayer? Because like the first one you chose a very challenging one. All right, there goes. We have Thames. So let's hear from Ellie as well. How long have you been cosplaying, and what was your first character?
I'm not actually how many years, but it's more than 10 years.
More than 10 years. Wow.
We have a lot of senpais here.
And I'm not sure in which character, but I'm sure it was a male character.
It was a male character.
Yes, at first I always cosplay a male character from a jump. And then my heart turned like into an oji-san, so I thought like the female character, so now I cosplay more female characters.
Wow, that's interesting to know. I mean, like, a lot of our newer cosplayers would probably just see you appearing as female cosplayers, characters, so that's really fascinating to know. Wow, okay. And since, I think, we have 5 years with more than 10 years, and we have 15 years. So now, the most difficult question is this. What is the most favorite character? Like all of the cosplays that you have been, what was your favorite and why is that? Like tell us a little bit more about the story.
I know it's a difficult question.
Yeah, maybe James can go first? 15 years.
15
years, that's a long
Okay. Actually, I want to say, I have so many characters, my favorite, but if you want me to choose one, I want to say L from Death Note, but since after I cosplay one character, I changed my mind. That character is Adam from Record of Ragnarok.
Oh, that's a classic one. And why is that? Like, is it like...
Because the outfit is so comfortable. Yeah.
Outfit's comfortable. I like
just
that.
only one leaf. Yeah.
Very practical. I love comfortable ones too. The most recent comfortable outfit I was in was actually Madam Pink. I enjoy not being needed to stand like this straight. I can just hunch my back, be like an old woman. So I understand. Comfortableness.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Thank you, Thames. And what about Xiaoyu? What's your favorite?
My favorite character, I have a lot of favorite characters, but the character I cosplay the most is Ram. I have a very huge Ram shrine in my room. If anybody follow my Instagram, they probably know. And I cosplay, I think 30 over versions of Ram.
Wow.
I don't even know there are 30 old versions of Ram.
I think I only know the default version and probably some...
The wedding dress.
Yeah.
Ram is probably my favorite waifu, so yeah.
All right, thank you, Xiaoyu. So kudos to our Ram fans out there. Okay, so what about Ellie? What's your favorite character thus far?
I think everyone is my wife, so it's difficult. But I think I really love for a long time is the Shino from Sword Art Online.
Oh,
Shinon,
yeah, Shinon from Sword Art
I've been
Online.
cosplay her for, I think, child version of Shino. Yes, really true love.
Yes, actually, to be honest, I also got take note of your work starting from Shinon because you really assemble her. So yeah.
Don't mind to ask, when you say cosplayer, do you by any chance also cosplay Ram as well, the sister?
I never cosplay Ram.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Bob, you asked the wrong question. Normally
ask wrong
people
question.
cosplay Ram, it's always Ram. It'll be
Okay.
Ram and it will never be Ram. If they are Ram, they never be Ram.
That's unfortunate.
sounds like some tongue twister right here. Okay,
Sorry.
so next on we do have some other questions that are pretty general because we all started from some point, right? We have new cosplayers who just recently started after the pandemic. We also have some seasoned cosplayers who started way early, like Thames and Ellie, and probably have a hiatus in between because of the pandemic. So maybe we should start about when did you actually start knowing about the concept of cosplay? Like, was it from your friends? Was it from an event? Like, how was the first time that makes you like, oh, this is interesting, I want to get into this? Like, share with us on that part. Maybe start from Ellie, since you're holding the mic.
I was drawing the doujin like part or book. Actually, I was draw a yaoi book before.
Oh, yaoi fans.
I draw and I sell my cards or my drawing at the event. Then I saw very cool poster at the event. I think try it. So
Now that explains why she started with male characters, because like you were a yaoi author. So that's why it's always male characters. Okay, that's really interesting. What about Thames? I cannot imagine 15 years ago, like how?
Actually, I like to read manga, I like to watch anime, play games, yeah, and I like to roleplay with my neighbor to be a character, yes. So when I was in the university, my friend just invited me to go to the cosplay event, so that I start to cosplay because of that. I think it's so interesting. It's like an art, the cosplay is like an art. So that's why I started cosplay because I like art too.
Actually, there's one question I would like to ask. It's something extra because I didn't know that you started, like, it's been 15 years. So 15 years ago, did you already start to build your body? Or you only started building your body is because of cosplay?
Because the machine in my house, my father didn't use it anymore, so I just use it instead. My father, yeah, just how to say, because my father didn't use the machine anymore.
I see.
So I try to exercise after that, but after I cosplay, yes.
So basically, you only started exercise more vigorously because you are in cosplay. Can we say that? Or it's just naturally, like it's just there?
I just want to exercise because I want to use the machine because no one uses it anymore, something like that.
Wow. So basically, Thames is he's the super lucky guy. He just happen to have that equipment, and he wants to exercise, and he poof, and there goes the body right here. All right, thank you, Thames. And what about Xiaoyu?
I've been a huge anime fan since very young, when I could even remember. But the first time I encountered cosplay and new cosplay thing was about 10 years ago. I think they already started cosplaying, but I only found out cosplay online through like photos. And then until around 2015, I went to my first convention. Then I saw their cosplayers running around on the event floor. Then I felt, wow, that's really cool. I want to join them next year. So that's how I started cosplaying the next convention, which is APA 2016, which is the next year. Yeah. So
Similar roots to a lot of my friends I know as well.
I basically started cosplaying because I want to go to a convention. Yeah.
Wow.
Good reason.
I think like three of our guests here, they all have a common thing among them, which is they are all very hardworking, and of course they are good looking. So even when they decided to, being inspired by wanting to start cosplaying, and the moment they're into it, they instantly boom, and there we are. So we are really honored to have three of you here to share with us how you begin. But of course, it will be very inspiring for our dear cosplayers out there as well. So basically, each of us start from somewhere. So the most important thing is have passion in what you do. And that passion will lead you very, very far. Okay.
Don't mind to ask, since we have all three different cosplayers from different respective countries, is there any differences between the cosplay culture from Malaysia to your respective countries that you've seen so far while you're here?
Oh yes, definitely. Yes, Thames have something to say.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's not that different from Thailand here, but for Thai cosplayer, we like to cosplay, like apply to the Thai traditional costume to the character, like Thai student uniform, something. Yeah, we like
Traditional costumes.
Yeah, something like that.
So that's more like a Dojin version, but it's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
Thai custom. Oh, that's interesting. I cannot imagine, wait a minute, I cannot imagine like in Malaysia, they will put like baju kurung on the character. I mean, we have hijab cosplays.
We have hijab costumes.
Yeah, but like wearing the actual costume, I think it's pretty rare. Unless Cheongsam, yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Perhaps.
All right, so what about Ellie? What is the difference? Like anything you spot different, like in Taiwan, how was it? And in Malaysia, how was it?
Because in Taiwan, I think it's 因为台湾比较没有宗教的问题。So Taiwan is more like free. You can cosplay like any character or any dress, and it's kind of free now. Very, very free.
That means yaoi characters.
I think it's a little bit too far free.
Okay, so it's interesting. Even in Malaysia, we all have been seeing on social media, like we are also taken a little aback. Like, wow, it's so open. I don't think we even see that in the States, but it's interesting to know that, wow, actually, so, okay, now I heard from a Taiwanese cosplayer and stuff that, okay, it's getting too far. that's a good thing to know, I guess.
Perhaps a bit closer to our neighboring country,
Yes.
from Singapore.
Singapore and Malaysia cosplay culture, I think it's about the same. We also have Hajib cosplay. And in regards to how open Singapore cosplayers are, I think it's around the same level as Malaysia. Maybe a little bit more open, that's all. And I think Singapore and Malaysia is about the same. Yeah.
Singapore. Okay, lor. Probably shall see Singapore and go to
So
their
basically, I would say it's safe for us, any of us, to visit any of the country. Of course, if you plan to cosplay a little bit more, go to Taiwan.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Keep those. And you should start going to exercise like Thames if you want to like wear freely to go Taiwan, so you can show it off. So yeah, that's really interesting. So next one, I think we have some really specific questions to our guests as well, based on your background and your experience. And of course, I think all of you here would already, if you have been following the news, you would definitely know about World Cosplay Summit. So we definitely want to get Thames to share with us, how do you feel, what does it mean to you, like to represent your country, to head to this competition and even won a prize? Like, how's the journey and what would you want to say to inspire our young ones here?
It's going to be a long story,
Long story, we have time.
We have time.
Let's go.
Yes, it's been a lot for me, and I didn't expect I'm gonna get the prize. Actually, I expect yes, but I didn't expect to got so many prizes.
Right, 4 awards.
Yeah, 4 awards. Yeah, and actually, Thailand is the last country who sent the representative. Yeah, so I have
Right
only,
before the deadline.
yeah, just
God.
yeah, it's the last one. So it's to try to prepare to apply the document
To fly over to Japan.
to improve the show, to improve the costume. It's so hard, so tight, and as we know, other countries, the representative, other countries so good to make costume, make a prop, and good to acting. So we try to fight them with my face,
Fight with your
with my
face.
body.
With your body.
Just kidding.
But I think most of the time it's just your body because we can't see your face. Like, I'm the lady, like I can't see your face, and then let me solo her, you still can't see your face. You only can see your face when you're in Cloud's costume.
Yeah, what you call.
Yeah.
So we try to make the creative for the show, creativity for the show, and try to make the show make everyone enjoy with my show. Yeah, so we make it more funny. Yes.
Yes.
And even the red carpet, we wear the honeybee. Yes. And let me solo her something. We try to make everyone enjoy the show.
Definitely, everyone enjoy, especially like hardcore fans. We are like super excited because no male cosplayers actually wore that. Some more it's in a platform that's so international and so big. That has a lot of courage. So kudos on that.
Yes.
A side question, if you don't mind me asking, while you're in Japan, any Japanese food that you try out that you might like? Any Japanese food? Have you tried any Japanese food that is your favorite? You found out any?
My favorite Japanese food is my favorite Japanese food is
While you're in Nagoya?
it's so many food over there.
Strawberry?
Yeah.
So many foods. So you're unable to pick one, basically.
Pick one.
Yeah, if you have to pick one food.
Japanese food while you're in Nagoya?
the lunch box in the convenience.
Oh,
Bento.
company bento. Okay. Very organized. I presume you got your bento.
I think all people who has nice bodies are very disciplined and they all prefer bento is convenient and you have everything. You have carbs, you have protein, you have vegetables.
A little bit of everything. That's nice.
Yeah. All right. So that's really interesting. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not watched this video in the World Cosplay Summit, just follow World Cosplay Summit Thailand, and you will be able to watch that video. It's really, really interesting. If you have not watched it, trust me, it's really so funny. That I never play Elden Ring, but like after watching that video, I feel like maybe I want to try. But of course, it's quite scary, because like she has to has another final form. I see like Jasper is like no, she just
It's a whole real experience. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, very, very, very interesting concept. All right, thank you, Thames. And
Next question, I would like to
I
ask
think
Ellie.
Ellie haven't shared with us about the.
What's the biggest ACG event that you've ever attended in Taiwan?
The biggest event in Taiwan now is Fancy Frontier.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, FF. And then the other one is CWT. These two types are different. FF 比较像是男性向，还有一般向，就是比较多男生会去，还有一般的，对，那是最大的。
So for Fancy Frontier, we will have more male audiences. So male like boys or guys would like to go there more.
对，那 CWT 的话就是比较女性向，还有同人创作的部分。
So CWT is more towards for female crowds and of course doujin.
对，那当然就是没有分的这么绝对，就是其实两边都是男生女生都会参加。
Of course, there's no clear distinction between the two fairs. Both of them would also have equal crowd to visit.
对，台湾现在就是有非常多，甚至 cosplay only 的活动也增加了很多。
And there are lots of additional cosplay only events that are happening in Taiwan right now.
对，所以希望大家有机会如果去台湾的话，都可以参加看看，很好玩。
So hopefully, if there's a chance for you to visit Taiwan, definitely you should visit those conventions. It's really, really fun and interesting. I can imagine that. Definitely much fun in Malaysia because
Wait,
more free.
don't mind me to ask about CWT. I heard there's 3 types of CWT. One is from CWT Taipei, CWT Kaohsiung, and CWT Taichung. Did you go to all 3 of them or?
I went in 1 year and 就是台北、台中，然后还有高雄吧，我不太确定，好像是台北跟台中，反正就是它会在2个月里面。
2个月里面。
对，然后连续有每一周都有活动，然后我曾经参加过一次，真的很好玩，但是就很累这样。
Alright, so she went to the Taipei and the Taichung's CWT, and in that event, they are having it in 2 months. So within the 2 months, there are lots of activities among these events, and it's almost back to back, like weekly. So Ellie had went to all of them. It's really fun, but it's also pretty tiring.
It's quite the same amount of weekly events we have in here. Thank you.
Pretty much. In Malaysia, it's almost the same right now. Of course, it's by different organizers, but still, it's back to back. Almost every week, we have one event. Okay, so thank you, Ellie. So I think we can ask. The next question would be to Xiaoyu. So Xiaoyu is the youngest here, most probably. From what I know, she's probably the youngest here, knowing that she just graduated from uni. So, what made you decided to make cosplay as your full-time career? And are there like any considerations before you make this decision? You know, like Singapore and Malaysia are very similar. Like when we say we want to cosplay, someone want to make it as a job. There's lots of discussion in the family. So how was it for you?
Actually, in the past 5 years of being cosplayer, I've never thought of making cosplay my full-time career. It has always been just a side hustle for me as a student that earns me some extra pocket money, and I'm really happy with it. But recently, this year, I graduated, and just nice the COVID situation kind of got better. Okay, not really better, but the quarantine and everything got removed, borders opened up. So I had a lot more work and job opportunities coming to me. So for example, last month, I traveled to 3 different countries, and every week I had work. So it's a very busy schedule for me to continue a full-time career or to further my studies. Yeah.
I see. So you decided to continue with a career.
So it's more like I don't have enough time or energy to do other things other than cosplay. Yes.
Well, actually, we all only have one. I mean, we only have quota for one passion, and that's enough. So yeah, definitely for a lot of new cosplayers out there, because I too receive a lot of questions about this, like thinking that should I actually become an influencer and things like that. So hearing from Xiaoyu herself, we already know that the most important thing is really about your passion. If you love this thing and it can become your motivation to do whatever, to excel in whatever you do, then yeah, this will be the path for you. So thank you, Xiaoyu. All right, so.
This next question is for Thames. Yes, I gotta ask you this lah, okay? From one male cosplayer to another male cosplayer.
Okay.
What is the biggest challenge as a male cosplayer and how do you overcome it? Because I have difficulties to overcome it.
Biggest challenge.
Yeah, your biggest challenge as a male cosplayer.
As a male cosplayer.
Yeah. And how do you overcome it?
Actually, for the male character, they have mostly for male character in anime and manga, they have a beauty face, sweetie face, but with the muscle.
Ah, yes.
It's hard to.
You're talking about yourself.
Yeah, describing your joking character, perhaps?
You're describing yourself.
Okay. That's true. There is some muscular characters.
So I have to try to practice makeup and try to build my muscle too. But the hardest thing is how to cover your mustache.
Oh, how to cover your mustache.
Okay.
The hardest thing, because we are the guy, we are the man, so we have it. So it's really hard to cover the mustache.
Makeup lah, you can say quite difficult lah.
So how did you overcome it? Or any tips to share with our friendly male cosplayers here? Like if they want to overcome this, how do you do it?
Sure, because the mustache is a bit green, the color is a bit green, so we have to try and find the opposite color.
Opposite color of the tone.
Green, opposite color is orange.
Okay.
So we have to use the orange base to cover it. Yeah.
Okay, so we have the orange tone we call the base, like
the
primer.
color of green is red, not orange, I'm sorry. It's the red.
Oh, red color.
Red color, yes, but I use the orange one.
Okay, so with orange tone or red tone to cover the mustache before you put on the foundation.
Yes.
Okay.
Secrets review, all the male cosplayers, take note.
So we better see you start covering your mustache next time. But of course now everybody's wearing masks. But this would be very useful if you are doing for photo shoots, or if you even plan to take off your mask while taking photos. These would be very important. If you want to be like Thames, looking good in photos. So makeup is very important. Okay?
Thank you, Thames.
Thank you, Thames. And next, I do have a question for Ellie. So a lot of our fans here know that you do a lot of original character work， 就是原创角色。我们大家都知道的，就是 Ellie 本身有很多原创角色的写真。那就是想要跟我们大家分享一下，你的原创角色的灵感一般从哪里来，然后为什么会想要做这个？然后我先讲英文的。So we want to ask her where did she get her inspirations from to have her original characters, and how did she start this?
And I designed my original character is almost from what I love. I love cats and I love dress like many lace or something and a butter veil or everything is my love and I try to put everything my love in one original character. Yeah, so you can
I think that's really creative because I think that's the beauty part about cosplay because you can just add in the elements that you like. It's not really about just cosplaying the characters from the work, but you can also create your own character, just like how Ellie did it.
Yeah, and 所以就是在做本来的话，我是做最刚开始会开始 cosplay original 的原因是 Toho Project。
Oh, Toho Project. So So she started original characters because of Toho project.
Because Toho cosplay is very, you can design your dress in basic and that character. Then I try, sometimes I think, it's good, I can dress like, I think it fits with this character, and I put many design on it, and make the dress. 就是在做衣服的时候也会很开心，因为都是自己喜欢的东西。
Yeah, so she finds it really enjoyable to create the costumes of her original characters because all of the elements are what she loves.
对，所以就是 thanks everyone to love my original character because it's my love too.
Wow! So Ellie fans will be very happy that they won't sleep tonight. So she expressed that thank you everyone for loving her work because you are loving what she loves as well. Okay, so we have another question. Maybe we leave it to Bob.
Yes, this one I was quite curious as well. I heard recently you were invited to Manila and Philippines for an event called Anime and Expo, Anime and Cosplay Expo. Sorry about that. So I would like to know how's the experience over there? Because I personally have been to Manila and I always wanted to try one ACX.
It was my first time in Philippines. I was really excited to go there because I know I have some fans over there and I always look forward to meet all of them. So it was really a very happy experience for me to finally meet some of the fans that have been following me for a long time. And some of them met me and they were like shaking, don't know how to speak. It was really funny. Yeah. So I'm really very grateful because they are really welcoming and the hospitality there was great. And also the cosplayers there are very talented. I judged for their cosplay competition as well as their cosplay talent show. Their singing and dancing was amazing.
Oh, it's cosplay talent show.
Yeah, so they were like dancing and singing and their performance are really wow. And overall the experience has been really very nice and yeah, I don't look forward to going back one day. You should come to Philippines.
Oh yeah, definitely want to try ACX. I've been to their cosplay mania. Any chance you went there as well?
Actually, I have not. The ACX was my first time.
ACX is the first time?
Yeah.
By any chance, is there any similarities between ACX and our Nijigen event? Like anything you saw about the same or probably something a bit different in cosplay culture wise?
I think both is, I'm not sure whether it's a thing in Malaysia because in Philippines when they perform on stage, most of them actually like don't perform anime songs.
Perform?
Yeah, like the songs they choose are not anime or any songs.
What song are they choose? That's the first time hearing that.
That's like K-pop or like
K-pop.
Yeah, or like Western
Wow.
songs. Yeah, that was a really culture shock for me, but they really dance really well.
K-pop like BTS? Or...
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Okay, never mind, sorry.
Well, I think like that's a very weird question because I think all of us here would like having K-pop songs makes sense in ACG community.
Yes.
Wow, that's an eye-opening one. I mean,
Go ACX to find out. I have to see myself. Oh.
so you're definitely the K-pop gang. So like three of us, like four of us would be friends, and like Bob can like.
I have to see it. I have to see it.
Go along. So yeah, I mean, that's really actually it's great because I think it's a good idea to have a combination of different elements because some of us we like both things. Like of course there are people who only like the J-pop genre and some would love the K-pop genre, but like it's interesting to have two groups of people mixing together in a convention as well. Yeah. Okay, so
Thank you, Xiaoyu, for the answer.
Thank you, Xiaoyu. So now I think like we have a lot of crowd has been here. Let's open up some time for any fans if you want to ask any questions. You know, since this is the one and only opportunity, but cannot ask phone number, cannot ask whether single or not, cannot ask boyfriend, girlfriend, this one cannot.
Be family friendly lah, okay.
Family friendly questions, no haram questions, Sydney, Malaysia. Thank you.
Any questions before?
Or anything you want to say to them, like right now. Anything you want to say, like to your idol, like when they are right here, like they are right in front of you. Anything you want to say? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna come down. Anyone? I think you want to say something. Your friends have been pointing towards you. So who like who's? I mean, you are a fan of whose? So you're a Thames fan. So anything you want to tell Thames, like when he's like right in front of you, or you have anything to ask? Anything to ask or anything to say? Really?
You want to ask what is the favorite character of Thames?
Actually, he mentioned your favorite character for Thames.
My favorite character for me, depend on the series. Which series you want to know?
Virgil from Devil May Cry, I believe. Is it?
Actually, not that my favorite.
Another one. Sorry.
What about what's your favorite cosplay that Thames have done before? Maybe you can tell him that.
Ace.
Which is the one he's wearing now.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. So, any other fans like Xiaoyu's fans? Yes? Hey? Oh, you have something to tell Thames?
想问一下泰国年头几时会有event？
Okay, her question is, let me think how to rephrase this. 年头几时有 event. So when would Thailand have their first event in the beginning of the year?
This year,
Like next year?
Next year.
2023. So like, what is the first event?
the first event may be the Japan Expo Thailand. It's gonna hold February, maybe.
February. So guys, get ready your February tickets and go find Thames.
Way to Thailand, yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Please come to
I will go
Thailand.
Thailand to find the thing.
Oh, thank you. Please come, okay? Promise, okay?
Okay, so you promise. Wow, pinky finger in the air. Okay, so what about you just tell him your name? She wants to remain anonymous. I was thinking like, let her tell you.
Any character you want me to cosplay?
Oh, special request.
Request.
She's really thinking.
Okay.
Or maybe. Okay, so she wants to see Final Fantasy Cloud.
Final Fantasy Cloud.
Which version?
Which version? Yes. Any version. Honeybee is okay.
Alright, so we look forward to see Thames
Yeah.
and Honeybee again.
Yes, I will try.
Alright, so
Any questions from this side?
yes, and he said yes,
questions
there's
from
a
this
gentleman
side?
there, like Bob. you can-
All right.
Good afternoon to all. This question is for all of the three. So perhaps can I know in advance on the next show which of the anime characters that you will going to cosplay next?
Wow, that's gonna be a long list. Oh, you mean tomorrow? Like for tomorrow and also the day after?
I
Did you mean that?
I mean what they are expecting much.
Oh, what they are expecting from the event?
I mean what they are expecting for the next cosplay that they want to do it.
Oh, okay, I got it. So the question is, what is your next upcoming cosplay? Basically, like not just for event, but maybe for your merchandise, right? So maybe starting from Xiaoyu.
Okay, I have a lot of next cosplays upcoming. Sumeru is coming out. I have a long list of Sumeru cosplays. And I'm also planning to cosplay Uta from One Piece, the in the upcoming event in Singapore, which is TOFF. Yes.
Wow. Any chance if we get an Ado, then I'll be there. All right. So thank you, Xiaoyu. And let's hear from Thames.
Yes, I have so many cost planned too. For Genshin Impact, the one in Sumeru too, the taller guy. I don't know.
I'll help them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's my cos plan too. I'm gonna wait until Thames come up first, and then I'll follow your makeup. Like it's easier that way.
Yes. That, and I want to cosplay Sephiroth from Final Fantasy 7 Remake too.
Oh my god!
Sephiroth.
Yeah.
The only man who has BGM whenever he goes.
Will your partner be cosplaying as Aerith? Will your partner be
Jasper,
cosplaying as
will Jasper cosplay?
Will she be cosplaying as Aerith with your
I think
Sephiroth?
she would like to cosplay Tifa more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So she'll have to be the Tifa who beats Sephiroth for bullying Aerith.
Knock him punch.
All right, thank you, Thames. Looking forward to that. And what about Ellie? 就是你的下一个作品可能会是什么？
I'm not sure because like Xiaoyu, my cosplay is so long. There's so many characters I want to try, but at October, the Chainsaw Man, that will have the anime. So
Yes.
I have many characters from that anime. So
Which character you want to cosplay first from Chainsaw Man? The first one.
I already have Mark in mind also for two and then some other character. I want to try it.
Makima. All right.
Okay, so we definitely look forward to it. So we have one more question from the crowd, like for time. Okay, so yeah, last question.
I have a question for Ellie. 一直我记得你很像是喜欢 Luck and Shell 的 High Day 对吗？因为我想知道你会喜欢High Day 的哪一首歌？High Day 是一个歌手，我记得印象中他喜欢High Day，但是看过他的演唱会。
有这个有就是
Luck and Shell。
Luck and Cell 的主唱，就是他说你之前好像有说过喜欢是 High Day， 真的叫 High
HYDE High Day。
Day，HYDE。
Yeah.
OK， 然后
想知道你喜欢他哪一首歌？
哪一首歌 Which song? It's difficult. Can I say all of them?
Okay, she likes all of them. So yep, that's Ellie's favorite artist. Okay, so did that answer your question? Good enough? Okay, so with that, since our guests are all very masked on stage right now, is it okay if I invite you to remove your mask so that we have a little bit time for people to take pictures while you're on stage, and we will, give you 10 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds, guys. All right, whenever you're ready. So I'm gonna take your mask for you. Alright, so they are gonna give you their best pose. Alright, so counting 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice shot.
Okay. Alright, so one second, we have our official event videographer. So on the count of 3, just wave. Okay, wave to our videographer right here. Okay? Give you a pose. Okay, so 3, 2, 1 and pose. Okay. 3, 2, okay. Pose. Alright, thank you everyone. I hope you all got your video. And, ちょっと待って. We should take a photo too.
Yes, we
with
should,
pose
we should.
on stage. And,
An opportunity.
okay, there's a lot of